Hi everyone, this is Mukta Sharma and today I will be talking to you about the significance of non-functional requirements in a software project. So in order to understand this, first we have to understand what is SDLC. So I'm sure many of you already know about what is SDLC. So let me just quickly give you an overview of what is SDLC and why are we talking about this, what are non-functional requirements and what is the significance of it. So SDLC is software development life cycle, which is a process used by software industries, many software companies, small level, mid level, or even large level organization to develop, design, and test high quality software in a systematic and cost effective way. So, how will you deliver a quality software? Have you given a thought about it? Pause the video for 1 second and just think about it. Play again. So, in order to produce a high quality software, our software has to undergo two stages: function requirement and non-function requirements. Functional requirements, which define the functionality of the system. We do all different type of testing to ensure that we meet the customer expectations, like unit testing, integration testing, system testing, regression testing, smoke testing, and acceptance testing, which includes alpha testing and beta testing, which is a different topic altogether. We can discuss about it some point later. Let's focus on non-functional requirements. So what are non-functional requirements and why these are important in a project? So non-functional requirements define the system attributes like security, performance, scalability, maintainability, portability, and reliability. A very good example of non-functional requirement, non-functional testing would be to check how many people are simultaneously logged into the software. Have you heard of metrics and measures? So there is something called measures and metrics, right? Metric is the number of time between failures and measure is number of failures in a given period of time. Based upon that, we have categorized into different sections like performance measures, reliability measures, scalability measures, and maintainability measures. I will quickly give you one example each so that you can understand what is non-functional requirements, and then we will come to a conclusion. So performance measures, for example, you are at Amazon site and you are looking for your favorite product. There are 200 products listed on a page. So the requirement is something like user should be able to scroll up and down to find a product of his choice in a list of 200 products in less than 1 second. So this will be an example of performance testing. There are some tools available in the market that we can search and we can talk about it later. I'm not going to discuss about the tools in this lecture. And what are security measures? Security measures is something like you use your company payroll database, payroll site. You log into the site with your username and password and you see the payslip. So how does it happen? Your company has a robust system in place that except you, nobody else can see your payslip. So they have given authentication to only to the valid users. Also 99% of the intrusion happens should be protected. It should be protected. So there are some tools for security testing in place like Burp Suite and ZapScan. So what I think, as per my understanding, non-functional requirements define the system, how robust it is. It defines the effectiveness of a system. Also, we cannot ignore the importance of non-functional requirements because they help in generating high quality software that can stand with the test of time. Thank you so much. That's all for today, and thank you so much for listening to me. Bye.
Hello all, this is Barbie Kothari. I am working in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. I hope all of you are doing well. I am back today and I will be sharing my thoughts on how important are non-functional requirements in the project. So first, I wanted to discuss what is the requirement, a thing that is needed or wanted. Requirement is a service, a function or a feature that user needs. Requirements can be functional, constraint, business rules or other elements that must be present to meet the needs of the user. Why is it important to define requirements in any project? It meets the user expectation, project delivery on time, as well as the project work as expected, or I can say as defined or wanted by clients. Before jumping into our main topic, let's discuss what is the functional requirement. Functional requirements define how it should work. Let's take a small example and understand this better. Purchase a product from the website. For this, functional requirements can be sign in, view products, select a product, add a product to the wish list, order the product. I have covered a very limited functionality so we can understand this better and easily. Above listed functional requirements for the software team developed and QA team test against those. Once all the listed things are developed and tested, then it's time to release our project, goes to the market, and the actual user will use the website. Now think, when n number of users will use the website at the same time, how it will work? Does it work properly? We have seen many times like suddenly website down, shows error messages, can't add the product into the cart or wish list, or even before sale ends, not able to purchase even a stock is available and while searching. This is a time when non-functional requirements importance comes into the picture. Now, question comes into the mind like, what are the non-functional requirement? As the name says, non-functional. People think this is not important, this is not needed to define, but this is more important aspect in requirement gathering of any project or product. Non-functional is essential to ensure the usability, effectiveness of the entire software system. They ensure a really good user experience. Non-functional requirements ensure the software system follows the legal and compliance rules. They ensure the reliability, availability and performance of the system. Even in many organizations, when clients provide the definition, at that time they are not even clear with the requirements. They just say, I want a website that helps the user to purchase a product online. In this case, functional requirements can be covered while meetings, brainstorming with the clients, but non-functional can't. Then developer suffers from the same, and at the end result, rework on the many factors after doing the deployment. In this case, client is not happy with the first release and first release, and we are come up with the very misunderstandings comes in the picture. To avoid that, need to focus on the requirement gathering part and especially non-functional requirements. A successful project also relies on the non-functional requirement to describe how well the application functions, like how fast, how reliable, how usable, and so on. They are just as important as the application's functionality. NFS takes time to define, and it takes more effort to test those requirements, and at the end, these are the things which are more important. Let's have a closer look on some of the non-functional requirements. First, I will be cover user experience and performance. Now let's get back to our old example and see how these things will improve our website. Now imagine a system where it published end season sale for a week in a country like India, and the kind of load it will have when the sale started. It surely has to have a high performance requirement to handle the load, as well as a good security authentication system in place. That is, non-functional requirement should be always described in a clear terms like system should be able to handle 0.1 million users simultaneously, and the response time has to be less than 2 seconds for each user. The advantage of drafting the clear requirement is make the system user friendly, easy to use and acceptable. Absence of them make it lot more difficulties to use the users, and sometimes system may get rejected due to the absence of those features. So how quickly or by less user clicks user are able to purchase a product, that defines a really good user experience. For that, while drafting the requirements, we need to work on or more focused on use cases, simple design, as well as needs to focus on how the website will worked on the other variants like a laptop, Android device, iPhone or iPad, etc. Means in a single device button will work and another device that same button will not work. That gives a really bad impression on the users, and at the end user will leave the site and then never get back. To avoid that, need to focus on a user experience and performance. Now let's discuss about the legal and compliance rules. In any product, if hardware is involved, then along with the security, safety is must. For that, legal and compliance requirements comes to the picture. Before selling any product, before selling any hardware, it meets the internal as well as external standards. If it is an electronic device, BSI mark is needed before the launch in India. If you see, even your mobile charger, you found that BSI mark symbol. Non-functional testing is equally important as a functional testing that affects the client satisfaction. It ensures the really good user experience as of the operating system and minimize the cost factor. Now I will end my talk by saying Instagram has a really well-defined non-functional requirements. Let me explain bit how number of users are using Instagram more than an hour regularly. It will generally in a read mode. Once in a while we upload our pictures. Other times we are on the view mode. It response time are just amazing. You will see all the feed data within the shortest time, within the response time. So each project definition will define like this. Then non-functional require this kind of issue will not occur at the user end, and non-functional requirements like this in detail is definitely increase your business value, define a project with a good user experience. Hope this helps. I wanted to thank Brijesh, Himani, Faiz and all the TTCians who will give me this opportunity again. Happy testing.